Okay, I'm all set up.
Ugh. All right. You streaming now, or do you have a
Oh yeah, I got it going.
need a time? Okay. Okay. So first off, let me just start this off with, dude, being able to wrap burritos is just an amazing skill.
Dude, you're gonna have to actually teach me that because I am fully excited.
It's so good. Like I have tortillas, right? And like I had beans and rice and like some sauces, so I put those in the tortilla. And like normally I'd wrap them all half-assedly, like a white person. Like you know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
You probably do know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like the shit always falls out of them and it's all shitty.
Mhm.
Nah, not anymore. My shit's packed in there tight. It's like a real burrito. Like it's fucking amazing.
Damn.
Dude, it's so fucking simple. Like so simple.
Really?
Like yeah.
They should be teaching that shit in school. You know what I mean? Like, hell yeah.
Dude, they should though. Legitimately, wrapping a burrito like it's one of the best skills I've ever learned, like from a job. Like,
Yeah.
or well, yeah, they do have a bunch of fucking loot boxes and stickers, fucking outfits. Jesus Christ, it's the same company, you know.
Oh, is it really?
Activision Blizzard. They're combined. It's Activision Blizzard.
Oh my gosh. No wonder. Okay.
I was talking to Adam about this actually, and dude, the like three most major shooters I can think of are made by Activision Blizzard. Fucking Destiny
Uh huh.
is made by Activision Blizzard. Overwatch and Call of Duty. The only other big ones I could think of were Borderlands. Um, actually, I was talking to Devin about this. Yeah, Borderlands and like Halo were the only two other big. Oh, and Battlefield, of course.
Oh yeah. Battlefield's a good one. Oh, dude. When you do it, do multiplayer hardcore team deathmatch.
Oh, all right. So, have you ever heard of the Mandela effect?
Yes.
Right. What do you think about that?
Dude, that I'm not gonna
Because that
lie.
shit creeps me out.
I started freaking out, and when I first like learned about that, you brought it up to me one time actually, and I looked it up and like got fucking lost in the wormhole on that one. Like
Huh?
I was like, how? That's not like a normal like. Oh, this is just we just had a misunderstanding. No, we're talking about like a million people versus like a million people going. No, this didn't happen. And everyone's like, yeah, it did.
Right.
Like that's huge. I'm. I
So
don't
do
know.
you know what the theory is?
I don't understand the theory. I think it's a interdimensional thing.
Yeah, so the theory is that at some point, like either like so like if you remember the thing being the wrong way, you're from a different dimension.
Huh.
And you slipped into this dimension due to some big event that like
What?
nobody really knows about.
What the fuck? Oh, hit
Hmm.
hit a fine match. I can't hit it.
Oh fuck.
I,
Yeah, sorry.
you're good, dude. That's trippy. Cause like, okay, like, was it We Are the Champions? Like,
Yep.
at the end, like, nothing really matters. Like in the end, or whatever they do. Or no,
Right.
not that one. Of the world. We are the champions of the world. Like they never say
Right.
that at the end.
But I swear to God they did. Like I swear to God, as a
Yep.
child, like we used to sing that song all the time, and that would be
I heard it on the radio that way. Like I don't think it's like a psychology thing, dude. Like to have that many people certain about it. So basically, like we got smashed into another dimension is what the theory is because we had a different version. Because there's there's a lot of talk about like parallel universes. Neil deGrasse Tyson talks about that with Rogan once before too. I like the Nomad the best.
Region clear.
Dude, what other one was there, Matt? The Bernstein Bears or something like that? The
Yep. Yeah. So it's not spelt the way you remember it being spelt.
right. It's
It's the
Stain.
Berenstain Bears. Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of
Yep.
instead of like Stein, it's like literally just Stain. Like
Right. No, it's Stain and not it's Stein.
yeah.
It's yeah.
The check's cleared. Let's go to work.
Another one that really. How do you how do you spell tunes in Looney Tunes?
What was it?
We're
Isn't
pulled
it
ahead.
Toones? Or is it just two?
Sorry.
See, I thought it was like regular Tunes, is what I've usually remember.
We're
Like
losing
actual
the
tunes.
fight.
Right. Yeah, so it's always been spelled. Yeah, so it's.
Hostile tag deploy beacon online.
What's that, Matt?
So it's always been spelled Tunes, Looney Tunes, like tunes.
Tunes.
Yeah, I've never thought of it that way though. I swear to God, it was spelled Tones. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how you spell Looney Tunes.
Right.
And the dumbest thing is Tiny Toons for sure is spelled that way. It's Tones, Tons. I mean, like, that's how you spell it. But yeah, Looney Tunes is a big one. Like people are just like, dude, what the fuck? No.
Right.
But it also makes sense because a lot of those were like songs when they first started out, like kind of cartoons, like sing-songy cartoons.
Right.
And so they were Looney Tunes, like, and it makes sense that way. But I swear that that's not the way it was. Like,
No, it. I always thought it was like Tones, like tunes.
right.
Which is it's freaking me out because I'm like, dude, there's a few like that. Like it's like really fucking weird instances.
Hostile UAV
Also, like,
circling.
what peanut butter do you like?
Enemy RCXD in your AO.
Jiffy or what's the other
Not
popular?
the name of it.
What's that?
It's not what it's called.
What do you mean? That's not what it's called. I just bought some the other day.
Jif.
It's called Jif.
Jif peanut butter.
Oh, that just tickles me the wrong way. I'll tell you what. That ain't even right.
Get up. God,
Whoop, you're cutting out.
It's Jif. Sorry, I had to go to the kitchen and look at one real fast because. So I always think of it as Jiffy as well.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that they just changed the brand to Jif instead of
Hostile
Jiffy.
tactical
Like
beacon
originally it was
active.
Jiffy, but it's not. It never has been Jiffy. It's always been Jif. And it, on the fucking stupid peanut butter can, like I just looked at it, it's Jif.
What the fuck?
Not Jiffy peanut butter. I knew you were gonna say it was Jiffy though, because that's why I brought it up. Because it's a fucking super weird one.
Dude,
Like,
I swear, like
dude, it
everyone.
fucks me up just looking at the goddamn can. Like, I looked at it and was just like, Jesus, that doesn't look right.
You're like,
like-
this is a whole lot of nope.
Right, because it's just, to me, it should be fucking, like, yeah, it should be Jiffy. It's
Yeah.
Jiffy peanut butter. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that does not, dude. That just does not tickle my fancy. Like, my God, like, what is wrong with this?
No, and a lot of, like, I think I was reading somewhere that, like, a lot of this is, like, based, like, people think that like we just as children got the facts wrong, like to begin with, and so we just carried that shit into adulthood because it's not like a super important thing, and like a lot of us think it's that way, so we just like made it fact in our brains.
What the fuck? You think though that's a lot of instances.
Well, because here's the deal: people say that. Then this is real, like a real scientific thing, is that so your brain just interprets information it's given, like the best way it can.
Right.
So it's said that you never really can see what something truly looks like. It's just your brain interpreting it the best way it can due to context clues and everything. So like a certain person can look completely different to another person. Like not super, like the features are all the same, but they can look different.
Right.
You look different to yourself than everybody else sees you. That's why a lot of people have like massive body, like image issues. Like, oh, I'm super fat, but they're actually like insanely skinny, you know?
Right.
But they actually legitimately see themselves as like a fat person when they look at themselves.
Dude, that is weird.
Yeah, and so the idea is that like things like Looney Tunes and stuff like that, our brains were wired to see it that way.
Wow.
As opposed to like, you know, the other way, and so it's fucking. But when it's called to actual attention, like you like actually pay attention to it and like look at the thing.
Yeah.
Your brain like makes it right because they're like, oh, that's what it's supposed to be.
Dude, that is nuts. Like I get it though. I can like I can comprehend it, but it's hard to. Like it's still difficult. Like dude, that barbed wire is so dumb.
So in Cinderella, right? The witch like looks at a fucking mirror, right?
Yeah.
What does she say?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the something of them all? Fairest of them all.
No, that's not what she says.
What'd she say?
It's magic mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all?
Magic mirror?
Magic mirror. I don't remember that being that way either. I've rewatched that movie and I still don't remember it being that way, but it is in fact like the way it is like said in the movie.
Wow.
Magic mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all.
Dude, that's fucking rugged.
Yeah, dude. Like, dude, no, I like went on like a whole thing. Like I got deep into this for a bit. Like I was just like kept looking up shit and it's just like is that what they fucking like? What? Like I got onto Reddit for a bit there and like people were bringing up like different accounts of the stuff. So there is one thing though on Reddit that I remembered and I looked it up, re-looked it up just because of this.
Yeah.
There's two versions.
Really?
We Are the Champions.
Really?
Yes. So there is a version in which so the original version does not say of the world. But a later version does, and I think it's a lot like a live version of their song. Like he sings those lyrics at the end of it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so like that one's like a little less like there's actually an explanation for it. And see, that's the shitty thing though. A lot of people think the other thing that a lot of people think, especially for companies and branding and stuff,
Turn this around.
is
Bring
that they're
home
just
the bacon.
changing shit, and they're changing the history of the thing.
Enemy UAV
Really?
above.
Yeah, so like, you know, like so like Looney Tunes, let's say, they just changed it that way, but they don't want anybody to like really think
Hostile
about it. So
RCXD
it's like, yeah, it's always been
spotted.
that way.
Dude, that's nuts. like that's deep. Like it's like almost like a subliminal messaging type thing. Like no, we never did that. Like
Right.
our hands
Yeah,
are
it never
clean.
happened.
This is it. Fight like you've got a pair.
Dude, that's fucking nuts. We're getting destroyed.
Dude, a really classic one, though, is
There goes me bottom line.
so Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
Star Wars, right? There's
Yeah.
like a classic line that like Darth Vader says to Luke. What does he say to him?
Oh, Luke, I am your father.
Right. But it's not what he says to him.
Oh no.
Yeah, dude. He says, "No, I am your father."
What? No to what? Oh, because Luke was saying some shit or something? It's like, no.
Yep.
What in the hell? Dude, everyone, I swear to God, that I've ever talked to that quotes that says Luke.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. Everybody does. It's even like people like that copy it say it like that.
Yeah. And it's, have you like rewatched that part, like online or anything?
Yep. Yeah. Dude, here's another one that's gonna fuck you up. What's Forrest Gump say? Like his classic line.
Oh, life is like a box of chocolates.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
Was. That's like past tense. Like it's
That's what he says.
really.
Yup.
Now, do you think on that one our minds can't comprehend the fact that why would he say was is
Right.
so it just kind of slides by. You're like, ah.
You already know how this is gonna go down.
Dude, that fucking is deep though. Like that shit fucks with me. That like it's like how does like and also puts you in perspective like the whole consciousness thing. Like what are we doing? Like why is our like and when I'm sleeping
Rack time's
and I'm
over.
and I'm
It's
living
do or die.
and doing some crazy shit, am I actually doing that on a different reality? What
Yeah.
is reality? Like so like you know what I mean? Like that's
Taking the lead.
I think about that a lot. I'm like, well, what's real and not real then?
Dude,
I feel like if you can
so
what's that?
Kit Kat, right?
Yeah.
Kit Kat?
Uh-huh.
How do you spell Kit Kat? Like fully with like all the symbols in it and all. How do you spell Kit?
KIT like a slash, not like a horizontal slash cat.
Not how it's put.
Really?
There's no horizontal slash.
No way. Like even commercials, the old commercials, I thought they had that shit on there. Like
They do not. I've looked it up.
Wow.
I got real obsessed with this one when I first found it out. I'm re-looking through some of these and just kind of mentioning the ones that like I got really like fucking weird about.
right.
Because like I literally like a lot of these that I'm telling you, I fucking like rewatched the shit. I like looked into it. Like I looked into past wrappers of Kit Kat bars. I looked into like regular wrappers of Kit Kat bars.
Yeah.
Never a hyphen.
What in the actual fuck? Like why they gotta do that to us? Like
But not really dicks with the mind because I can clearly see the Kit Kat wrapper in my brain.
right.
And it's got a hyphen. Like,
Yeah.
It sure does.
Dude, that's nuts, dude. Like, I also wonder, like, is our brain just fucking us, like, when we were younger? Like, I don't think this is that much, though, like...
But yeah, and so the other option, though, if your brain isn't the one doing it, it's like tricking you, is that there's alternate realities and you've slipped into a one. Like, it's slightly different. Because that's the thing about alternate realities. Like, have you ever looked up anything on that? Like, alternate realities?
No,
That
not...
kind of shit?
Oddly
looked
not.
up- I like that kind of shit. Like I really like alternate realities. But like the idea behind that is there's an infinite amount of different realities in which you're like you or you, but there's like it could be slight differences. Like a whole world, like let's say one day you made a choice to like you walking down the street, right?
Right.
And you could go right or left, right?
Yeah.
And you go right. Well, then, according to the theory of alternate reality, that immediately that second, you created another reality in which you went right. Now, it could just have gotten you there quicker, like to the place quicker or slower, and not have done anything at all.
Right.
But there's two realities now, one in which you went left and one in which you went right. But they could be the same exact world after that. Like, same thing happens to you no matter what.
Dude,
But it's created a different reality where something very slightly different happened. Or, you could get shot to death, like, instead. And then that's a bigger alternate reality, obviously, change up. Like, if you walked left and suddenly you got killed.
right.
But, like, so the idea behind,
Be
like,
advised.
that would be, like,
Hostile
yes, like,
tank
let's say
deploy
there's a reality where Kit Kat has a dash in it. Like, not a big deal, like, really, right? Like, overall, like, it's Kit Kat. Like, doesn't really change anything for you knowing it doesn't have a hyphen in it. Like,
Right.
in the long run, you're gonna still eat a Kit Kat the same fucking way.
Right.
But that'd be an alternate reality, like, be a change up.
Yeah. Yeah, that would. Because I see what you mean. Like, any little difference that you're changing is changing your... it could, if that theory's correct, you create, like, literally just by thinking, you're creating different worlds, basically. Universes.
Right.
Or, and that also could be why, like, the universe is always expanding, if that theory's correct. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the theory that... is that Darwin, or what is that? Something like that.
I'm sorry?
Is that Darwinism? Like the universe is always expanding, or no, matter can't be created or destroyed. I think that's.
No, that's not Darwin's. You're thinking that's evolution.
Oh,
That's
okay.
his back. I think that you might be. I couldn't like for sure say this because I'm not thinking like 100%. But I think you're more like thinking like Isaac Newton kind of stuff, like
Okay, yeah.
one of those guys. Darwin's a little bit more recent overall, and his whole deal was just evolution and like how like different animals adapt and on like islands and stuff. Like why like a bird would be white here but black in a different place and like that kind of thing.
Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But dude, that just rubs me the wrong way. Like, it's fucking nuts to me that certain things are like, everyone's like, yeah, no, this is an agreed upon thing, and the world's
Right.
like, no, what are you talking about? This actually is wrong. Like, what?
Dude, what's Hannibal Lecter's most popular line?
Oh, is that what's her name? I can't even think of that one.
But do you know what the line is? Like even if you don't know the name, like let's say the name's blank.
I'm still drawing a blank right now. It's been a while since I've seen it. I know the line, it's just not coming off the tongue.
Yeah, it's the first time he meets her. What does he say?
Something like, isn't it Lucy or something like that?
Sure.
Hello,
It's
Clarice.
That's her name. It's
Be
Clarice.
Hello,
advised.
Clarice.
Hostile TAC deploy beacon
Never
active.
says that in the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Why not?
It ever says it. Doesn't say it ever.
Dude, that is weird to me. That's really weird. Like, everyone that quotes that says that same thing too.
Lied. Yeah. Never was a thing. Dude, how about this? How about do you know Sinbad?
Yeah.
Was he ever in a movie?
Yeah.
Remember the movie is in? What movie?
I can't remember. I thought it was like a Arabian style.
Hostile RCXD spotted.
Yeah. Right?
I know what I'm thinking of. I just can't think. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
like
like an Arabian.
Sinbad though. You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So nah. No.
Not a
The
thing.
movie never existed. Never was a thing.
Dude, I swear they made like a fucking game or a movie after that. Like, for sure.
No, never.
Hostile UAV circling.
Dude, how do you spell Fruit Loops?
Fruit Loops, just how it's said.
Huh?
Like, I think it was FROOT, like Fruit Loops.
Yeah, I think that. Yep. Yeah, no, you're right. It's FOROOT. I've always seen it as FRUIT, Fruit Loops.
Really? That's weird.
Yep.
I thought it was like fruit. Oh, my own guy
It's
killed
nearly
me.
in the bag.
Good, well done, sir. Busta Vegas. I'm gonna fucking find you, and I will kill you.
Time's nearly up. Finish strong.
I can't finish strong if time's almost over. Dude, that is weird though. I think that one could be that one's like one of the more easier ones that could have been, in my mind, changed or like a knockoff. Because I think there's a knockoff brand of fruit, FROOT, and then another regular one that's, you know what I mean, like the.
Never a doubt. Good job.
But Fruity 2D is the one I can think of.
Okay, so Fruity Tooty, it's FRUITY.
Yeah, I think yes.
That's what I think. Did I watch some of these
Dude,
people? What's
yeah,
that?
go ahead.
Oh, I said watch some of these people playing. I'm like, man, I remember I used to be good at Black Ops. Now I'm just like,
Yeah, dude, me too. Dude, so like when time, like, you know, you get like, you know how time works, right? Kind of.
yeah,
Yeah, see, I'm explaining this wrong, but I'm trying not to like give you the thing. I just want
Right.
to see if you know it, you know. So like, what do you call it when, you know, like the, you know, like you fall back or spring forward, you know, what do you call that?
like what do you mean, like a time change? Like when you have
Yeah,
to do
yeah, like when you change the clocks.
right, like fuck, I don't know. You're stumping me on simple questions, man. I only hang on, it'll come to me. It's in there. Oh, this is one of my favorite levels, but it's so old too.
Firing range, yeah. I love firing range stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 1 fucking map.
Is it really?
Let's put some heads to bed.
Okay, so you have to change the times and shit. Daylight savings time.
Right. So it's not called that.
What is it?
Daylight saving time.
Oh, literally just saving.
Yep.
Weird.
Yep.
See, and I wonder, like that. It's like, what if enough people said it wrong that we all just
Mission area is
accepted
hot.
it?
Right. No, like a lot of them are like spelling, which is weird, but
It is.
Enemy RCXD in your AO.
dude, how do you like? Do you know Mike and Ikes?
Yeah.
Mike and Ikes.
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Mike Nike.
So Mike, like how do you spell like the middle one?
N.
Like just N?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's and. Always been and. Mike and Ike.
Why? Why would they do
Mike
this?
and Ikes.
Why would they do this to me?
Yeah, dude. Mike and Ikes. That'll just dick up your whole worldview. Like,
Yeah.
Hostile TAC
fucking
deploy
Mike
beacon
and
online.
Ikes. Didn't even sound good.
It don't even like why. It doesn't add up. It don't. None of that makes sense to me. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I play this game like very aggressive, and it works out, and then other times I just die every second I move. Like it's like, oh, you're dead, you're dead. Like I just get dropped like a fly.
We're winning this. We're behind.
Ah, bitch.
Hostile UAV circling.
Aggressively camping. Little bitch.
Are they?
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm about to aggressive. Oh, they're just spawn killing me now. Fuck. I killed that fucking camper, and there's another one.
How about like those noodles that come in a cup? What are those called?
The Cupo noodles.
No.
Like why? Why is
Do you know what
everything's?
it is? Do you know what it is?
I don't know what reality is anymore, Matt.
It's just cup noodles.
Oh, good.
Yep, noodles in a cup. Cup noodles. Not cupo noodles, just noodles in a cup.
No multiple cups of noodles.
Yeah. Dude, here's one that's weird. Do you know Judge... Have you ever watched an episode of Judge Judy?
Yeah.
What does she do in that show? Like, she's a judge, obviously.
Right.
I remember her. Like,
Yeah.
does she ever get, like, loud and, like,
Oh,
yell
yeah.
and shit?
Oh yeah. Like
What
she's
else
like
does she do?
Hostile TAC deploy beacon online.
she like fucking hits the hammer thing. She gets like
Doesn't have a gavel. Never does.
what?
Never had a gavel in a single episode.
Are you
Of that
serious?
show. Fucking straight up.
What in the actual fuck?
Dude, I was hoping I was gonna get you to say that without fucking actually just like, did she hit a gavel? Like, I was hoping like I would get you to say like that, basically.
Oh.
So I'm happy that happened. But yeah, no, she does not ever do that because she does not have a gavel in that show.
Dude, I swear I've seen her like knock on it. Knock.
I can swear that there's commercials of her like fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Damn.
Dude, you know that Sex
Hostile
City show?
UAV circling.
Yeah.
What'd you call
Enemy
it?
RCXD in
Sex
your
in
AO.
the City.
What?
Sex in the City.
Sex and the City, yeah. So apparently some people say it's Sex in the City, but it really always was Sex and the City. I think of it as Sex and the
Enemy
City. as well.
RCXD in
Yeah.
your AO.
That is weird. Dude, that's
Dude, that's what other people's issues are. It's not straight across the board, right?
right.
So, like, you know, some of these I see things some way, some of these I see things the other way, but, like, uh, then people are, you know, saying that, like, maybe... Because then, if you think about it, right, alternate realities, right?
Right.
So that means that there is an alternate reality in which Jiffy, what's spelled Jiffy, let's say, right?
Yeah.
But everything else was correct.
What do you mean?
Like, was the actual way it was. So, like, Jif was spelled Jiffy, but Berenstein was still
Enemy UAV
Berenstain.
above.
Looney Tunes was still spelled the right way. You know, that kind of thing.
Okay.
Hostiles have
Get what-
established
get what
multiple
I'm saying?
UAVs.
Yeah.
So there's a world in which, like, Darth Vader really says, Luke, I am your father. But everything else, like, Jif is spelled Jif and not Jiffy like we remember it.
Right.
So there's possibly, like, thousands of alternate realities that way, if you think of it that way.
Shit.
With just these different things, and people are saying that because people remember things differently, that you'd be slipping in, like, you could, like, a certain person, like, that had the right combination of things could have slipped into a different reality. So, like, I could see things as, like, Jiffy, but also, like, oh, yeah, he never said Luke was your father, but, oh, yeah, this is right, but, oh, no, that's wrong, because my reality was set up that way, as opposed to, you know...
Dude, that's fucking nuts to think about.
Dude, yeah, and the other nuts thing is that when you really think about it and you understand how the brain works, in which it interprets information like different ways, that means actually technically everybody lives in their own alternate reality.
Ooh.
Because you interpret information differently, and that is your reality, though. It's the way you're
Net
interpreting
call.
information
Hostile
is
sentry
your
working.
reality.
Right.
That's how reality works. And so if you're interpreting something different from me, then that means that your reality is alternate to mine.
Dude, that's fucking nuts.
Hostile attack chopper inbound. Enemy RCXD in your AO. It's not working. Switch it
And
up.
they say, so another big one is deja vu
Yeah.
in dreams, like in which you're a participant in the dream.
Yeah.
There's
Enemy
another
UAV
theory
above.
that states, like, concerning that those are you're seeing in all, like, the lines between your reality and
Mission
an
failed.
alternate
Survivors
version
to
of your-
designated exfil
of you
zones.
are, like, so close together that they're blurred and you can see an alternate reality.
Shit, dude. That's
Like, that's why, like, you have a deja vu sense sometimes, is because, like, yeah, maybe this has happened in an alternate reality.
dude, and
Or, and, like, it's blurred, so you got that weird feeling. Or when you have a dream about something, but it feels so real, and you're just
Yeah.
like, God, that was such a real dream. That's, and you're watching an alternate reality that you play out.
what the fuck? Dude, I've had some, like, I'm huge into dreams, dude. Love any type of sleep shit. So it's like I always think, like, you can almost write your next day through your dreams. Like you can literally play it out. I've had so many
Right.
deja vu moments from my dreams that I was, like, literally would be nervous to go to sleep because I'm like, what's gonna happen this time? Or someone will say something. A week, I'll get it like 3 weeks ahead of time. I'll have, like, a conversation with Pat, and I was like, wow, that was fucking weird, because in my dream I just had, like, this conversation with Pat, like something like about plumbing, and then 3 weeks later we're having that same conversation. I'm like, what the fuck is what? I go, oh, I've done this before. Haven't we talked about this before? He's like, no. I'm like deja vu. Like, you're like, this is weird. Like, you feel like you're catching, like. Also, what about Matrix Society too? I think that kind of
Right.
goes into that. You're just like you're figuring out like what if we are our own creator, like in dimensional wise, like you know how you say you can like you are your own reality.
Right.
What if you can? What if I literally could do stuff that's impossible? Like
Special forces
yeah,
are
I
cleared
mean,
to engage.
Right.
like thought of
Well,
as
and then so I've also looked into that whole Matrix thing. See, your brother really see you got a bunch of conspiracy shit, but I really love alternate realities or like the
We
thought
have the
of it.
advantage.
right.
And so, like, I've looked into the whole Matrix thing too, and there's a lot of weird stories out there that pertain to that, where like people have like a glitch, like it's called a glitch in the system, basically, in which like something like super out of the ordinary happens, but it seems like a computer program that's like just kind of fucked up
Right.
and is feeding the wrong information at the time. But like one of them was like a
We
really
lost the
creepy
advantage.
one where like so this guy, and this could tie into alternate realities again though. This guy is at work, right?
Yeah.
He goes to work like regular, and he gets a lot of weird looks from his coworkers, and he's like, what the fuck? And his boss comes up to him and he's like, why are you here? And he's like, it's my job, I'm here to work. You called out like 2 minutes ago, like you just called out.
We're winning this.
What?
You're sick. That doesn't make any sense. Like, you know, and so he freaks out because he's like, what the fuck? What? And the guy shows him like his phone. It's his phone number from his house. And so he calls his wife and like it's, hey honey, blah blah blah, work said this and that, and she's like, who the fuck is this?
What?
And it's like, it's me. And she goes on to say, no, you're in bed with me right now. Like you're, so and so's in bed with me right now. He's sick.
What?
And he calls the fucking house in a panic, and he hears himself answer the phone. Confused.
Oh my god. Are you like what? That's scary, dude. That's like
And then he ended up driving home, and like everything was fine. And he asked his wife about the phone call, and she couldn't recall him even calling her. Like he was like, I called you, and you said I was here. No, I didn't. What the hell are you talking about? You went to work.
UAV standing by.
dude. Hell no. Like like why? Like how so he calls his wife and she's like, what?
Who the fuck are you? My husband's at home. He called in sick.
We've lost control.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Hostile UAV circling. Enemy RCXD in your AO.
Oh shit, let's kill their own guy. Dude, what do you do? Like that's
Right, and so yeah, there's like a lot of instances of that kind of shit. Like, where people are like, maybe we are in a computer simulation and the world's just like fucking up around us every so often.
right. Dude, think of this, dude. To bring aliens and all this. What if aliens put us here in a simulation? And that's why they come and pick us up every once in a while because we're malfunctioning, like, improper. The alien abductions, like, oh, that's creepy, but like, really, they're just like, oh man, this one's messing up. We gotta check in, see what's happening.
Okay, so I've got some creepy stories for you. Yeah. Okay. So I looked back into this because I had looked through these once before. Okay, I got another story for you. It's creepy as shit. So this dude and his wife, right, come home from a date. Like they went on a date, came home from the date, and the husband sees her sitting at the computer. But obviously he's entering the house with her right then.
What?
and he blows it off as like him seeing shit because he was sleepy, and he brought it up to her later that night as kind of a joke, like, haha, this, I thought I saw you sitting at the computer, which is weird because I was walking in. And she got super dead silent and serious and told him, I saw me sitting at the computer too.
Enemy RCXD in your
What?
AO.
Yeah.
Oh no. Dude, that's bringing like almost tears to my eye, 'cause that's creepy, dude.
Right.
Hell no. Like, ooh.
Enemy UAV above.
Like, why wouldn't they say anything? Like, is there just like your mind's like, no, this isn't possible. Like, dude, this fucking camper in that middle of there is ruining my day.
Dude, okay. And so here's another like kind of alternate creepy thing. So this guy has a girlfriend, right? Of
Yeah.
2 years. Her name's Susan. And one night he has a dream where he cheated on her, right?
Yeah.
With his ex-girlfriend. And in the dream he could see her, but he could see her from outside the he saw her watching him from outside the window, like
Yeah.
the window in the house, and like she was mortified and like crying and shit. And he later on brought up the dream to his girlfriend, like, hey, I had a dream about this. It was kind of weird.
Yeah.
And she told him that she had also had a dream in which he had cheated on her, and she found out about it because she walked up to their house and was watching him through the window.
Hostile TAC
What?
deploy beacon online.
She had the same dream, but from a different point of view.
Oh my god. So like your dreams can interlap is basically
Taking
what
this.
that's.
Push now.
Dude, if people
Hostile Thresher commencing attacks.
like talk to each other more and weren't so like feel so criticized about weird shit, like
Right.
I think that we'd learn a lot. Like, dude, that is insanely creepy.
Right.
And what? And again, what if our dreams is just a new reality, like, or
AOR
a
is
faction
lost.
of a reality?
Mission is Charlie Foxtrot.
Dude, I've seen like, yeah, that's. I wouldn't even know it to know like how that can be. That's not a coincidence. Like that was like they were literally in the same dream from different points of views. Man, dude, the one where that guy called his wife and like she's like, "Who the hell are you?" That is trippy.
Dude, yeah, it's creepy as shit.
Yeah. How do you even like? I don't know. It's like how do you even fuck with that? Like.
Okay, so here's a dream one. So this guy had a dream, two intense dreams, two different dreams in the same night. So the first one of his dreams, one of his online friends called him to discuss her breakup, that she broke up with her boyfriend.
Right.
And he sang her "Don't Cry" by Seal to her, right?
Uh-huh.
And his second friend, he found one of his real life friends dead floating in the bathtub.
Oh.
The next evening, he logged online, and his online friend messaged him saying that she and her boyfriend had broken up.
What?
And minutes later, he got a call from his real life friend, wanting to talk to him. But he got freaked out because he remembered the dream,
Get in my
right?
way.
And
Yeah.
they were
I
chatting
want to
about
be you.
school and bullshit, and then he heard a splash in the background. And he asked if she had gotten into a bathtub, and she said yes. And
Oh.
then he asked her what she had done, and she said she hesitated, but then she like let him know. She told him that she had eaten a shit ton of pills and mushrooms to try to kill herself, and she wanted to
Oh,
call him for comfort, and he ended up calling 911 and saved her life.
no way.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, that's
Just another
fucking...
day in the office.
See, that's some crazy shit. Like, I mean, there's certain things that are just like it's supposed to happen that way. Or Final
Right.
Destination, where what if he messed up a cycle and now someone else has to like pay, like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, or maybe he saw a different dimension that did happen and she did
Different
die.
reality. Right.
Oh,
Yep. Some people even think that, like, yeah, it would be a glitch. So, like, maybe, like, the Matrix, like, let's say, were tied into computers and shit. They would have a certain code ran through it on
right.
how things are supposed to go. And so,
Be
you
advised.
have that
Hostile
code, you
attack
have that
deploy beacon
thing.
active.
So, if it glitched, it could show you something that's supposed to happen sooner than later.
Oh, so you
Yeah.
you changed reality off a glitch basically in the
Right.
system. Dude, that's some creepy shit.
Dude, it's insane to me that you're level 43 already.
Yeah, dude, I've been just getting it. I mean, oh, bitch shot me right in there.
The gonads.
Right in the gonad. There's...
I'm not doing well, but I do like this rifle gun. Like this sniper rifle. It's not a sniper rifle.
You digging it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
This might be my last match here, though. I'm getting fucking tired, man.
Oh, dude, I am too. I don't even know how many matches we've played, but it feels like a lot.
Right.
But not... I think it's just maybe the time, like you said. Dude,
Yeah,
that...
well, because I've been playing a bunch of Overwatch tonight, too, just due to the fact this
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
game will not work.
Dude, that whole glitch thing though, that could make sense. Like that, I could see that point of view. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, the
See,
whole thing's, like, super eerie. Like, I don't know. It's the kind of bullshit that I like to think. So, like, a lot, like, ghosts and shit and, like, that stuff. But, like, to me, like, fucking alternate realities and like, that kind of shit, it's just, like, or my reality not being, like, truly what it is,
right,
like, really, like, gets my mind, like, really going. Like, I really love to think about that shit. Like,
right, dude. It, and people will be like, no, there's no way. It's like it's religion. Religion. It's like, well, that's not much different. Like you're seeing something from a different view.
yep. Dude, okay, so check it. So, I'll tie this in spookiness in, like, a little bit. Even though some of that shit I was saying is pretty spooky to me, but,
Oh
like,
fuck yeah.
but check this out. So, there is there's a theory out about alternate realities, right? Um, that explains ghosts as the fabric between as an area in which the fabric between the two realities is kind of a super thin,
Ooh.
so you can interact or see things that are from a different reality,
Damn.
which would explain that kind of situation. uh,
Dude, and
really well to me because
how I
so
felt.
yeah, you see something like walking around, like something walk by, like could be just somebody strolling around their house in a
Right.
different reality. Like, and maybe they don't even see you. Like, you just happen to like glimpse through like the fabric of reality for a second. Or things that can interact could be that they are like they do know you're there and they're like just as fucking freaked out or whatever.
Right.
Like
They're like,
as you
oh.
are is
So,
like to the opposite reverse side is like you know.
dude, that's
Oh, welcome to the club trophy. But what? 10.
dude,
But yeah.
that makes sense, dude. Also, one of the first time I seen one, um, something fucking nuts happened. It felt like I was being pulled into like a fucking something.
See, and that would make sense then.
Like I felt like time stopped. Everything I could hear kind of just went away, and it could have been my fear mechanisms or my like fight or flight.
Right.
But literally it felt like time froze and we were just standing there looking at each other. But I knew, I know for a fact that it knew I was there because I was staring right into its eyes. You know what I mean?
Right.
So like, it maybe not, but I got that feeling like, hey, I'm here, I see you, you see me, and then gone. Super freaked me out though.
Utilizing TAC deploy beacon.
Be advised.
And I could,
Hostile TAC deploy
yeah,
beacon
dude,
active.
I could. That's
Hostile
why
UAV circling.
I kept trying to place something else with it because like
TAC deploy beacon used.
it felt like I was somewhere I shouldn't be. You know,
Yeah.
like I
Friendly TAC
am
deploy beacon
in the
offline.
wrong place. That's how I felt. Like I'm invading something. And I was like, and it was while running too, which is even weirder. It wasn't like I just like, oh, I'm walking into a room and I'm like, oh, hey, this isn't right. It was like I'm running, and the next thing I know, fucking time warp, like. Which is, it's a freaky deal though.
Right.
Your perception of reality doesn't want you to be like, it's like, oh, this isn't real, like, but what's real? Like, I honestly believe that if people can think of it, it can be
There's no profit in defeat.
become like
Fight.
semi, like with, like in a fantasy world or in another dimension, like if you can like create it in your mind, it can be created, like, you know what I mean, like something crazy.
Right.
This is it. Fight like you've got a pair.
Ah, damn it.
That's a
the last
bust.
tool, too.
Survivors, evac and regroup.
We gave her hell, Matt. Yeah, I'm not. Have you ever listened to like videos that are supposed to like help like induce like certain sleep patterns.
Yeah, no, I used to listen to. I wasn't able to do it for very long because I would always roll. Oh, out of bed, but I was listening to a lot of vivid dreaming
Yeah.
ones. That's what I wanted, like something that I'd like to be able to do is like control my dreams. I think that'd be really cool.
Right.
Feel like like act, like do whatever you want in a dream.
I think you could. I think I would look so much more. Are you doing another one? Or are you hopping out?
Yeah. Let's see. Let me see what we got here.
I think um, sleeping would be so much like you literally are the king of your world at that point. If you could do anything.
Yeah. No, because you'd be basically just like, yeah, you can just do whatever you want. Like, it'd be cool as shit. Like, honestly,
Yeah.
fly.
Like I want to go to Egypt, fly around a pyramid, and then go to New York and fucking walk around the fucking Big Apple, like because I can.
Right.
What if you did drugs within a dream and got hallucinating in your dream while high?
Yeah,
Uh,
that'd be fucking weird.
I think that's a little far, but I mean,
A hallucination within a hallucination.
yeah. Now we're talking about
Who needs
Inception.
disappearing?
I thought one of these guys had a dog, but I guess maybe they don't anymore. Like, I
I
thought for sure one of them did.
I swear they do. Like,
Can't
or
on you there's Nomad does. The guy you picked does. Okay.
he does? How do I get the dog?
I don't know.
Be
I've
like a
seen them
boss?
around.
Yeah.
I think
No,
if just get enough points.
shit. Or like without dying, probably like a score streak.
Special forces, you are cleared hot.
Damn. Someday I just want to be, dude. So that lucid dreaming stuff has given me
We have
some
the advantage.
fucked up dreams, though. I mean, I've had some real crazy shit. Like,
We lost the advantage.
Even
listen,
trying that.
yeah, listening to that stuff though, it does. I maybe subconsciously trigger something. Like, I put on my over the head
taken the lead.
headphones. My ears hurt when I wake up, but it's worth it. Dude. It's something crazy.
Like what happens?
Like, dude, you'll also have like such vivid dreams. I'll wake up and be like, no, I'm not done with it. I need to finish the story, and I'll fall back to sleep and continue where I
We've lost the lead.
started. And I'm gonna start doing a dream journal so I can understand more. But I mean, you kind of lose your memory of it. Like, you'd be like, I'll wait. Within like the first minute of waking up, I can forget like everything, and I think I lose valuable information by doing that. Like, I think that dreams have a lot to offer you if you listen.
We've taken control.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing that journal thing though at night, like in the morning when I wake up, and just jot any kind of memory I can think of from it. Like, I think that'll help, like with what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, no, I think it would too. But do be careful with it a little bit, because like I do know a lot of people say it can cause a sleep paralysis, which is really fucking freaky.
Really?
Hostile
Yeah,
tac deploy
I've
beacon
never had it
online.
happen, thank God, because I think I would just might actually have a heart attack. But like, have you ever heard of sleep paralysis? Like some of that shit?
It's not where like you see shit in your room and you can't move and like
Yes.
you
Yep.
think
It's
you're
literally that.
that
Yeah, you see shit in your room, but your body can't move because it's. And no, so what it basically is you waking up when like you're not supposed to. That's essentially what it is, actually.
oh, and now you have
Um,
extreme paranoia basically attached to that like
yeah, because so what happens is your brain like, so you're awake, but so your body releases a chemical that makes it so you don't like fucking flail about
right.
when you're asleep and just like fucking freak out or anything. It releases something that stops that. So when you're in your deepest sleep, you can't like roll over and choke yourself to death or roll off the bed or anything like that.
Right.
And it's your brain waking up or partially waking up during that point. So you can't move because your body still has that shit in it.
Oh shit.
Also, what happens is that it's still half in dream mode. So you can see shit as
Oh.
well. So like, yeah, so you can see like, yeah, it's like something coming at you or something like, walking towards you, but you can't move. And then like you start freaking out because you can't move and something like, you think you're awake.
Right. And you're like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'm super happy that's not happened to me, but it's associated with like vivid dreaming apparently, because like you could wake yourself, like you said, you can wake up and go back to sleep, like.
Right. And
Um,
continue. Dude, I might have had something like that before, Matt. Cause I've like I've done that a lot, dude. Or I'll fall asleep, wake up and be like, wow, this is really interesting. I know I'm awake. I don't really move, and then I'll just close my eyes and accept that I'm not done sleeping, and then continue my dream. And usually I wake up late for work every time something like that happens too. Like I can't get up. Like it's like a deep fucking like trance in a way.
no, I get it.
It's odd. But dude, that would creep me out. I think a lot of alien abductions can be falsified with sleep paralysis also.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Because you wake up and you're freaking out, you got things standing over you that you like, this isn't happening, this isn't real. It's like your dreams come alive, like a weird. That is weird that you get the sensation of people in your room and shit though.
Yeah, I think so too.
I would be I
I
would
want
truly
no
be
part of that.
no.
Like,
Like that would if that happened one time, I'd be like, I do not want to do this anymore. I'm done trying this.
no, I stopped my whole thing soon after like learning about some of that stuff. Like it was
Be
associated
advised,
with that,
hostile
because I was
tac
just
deploy
like, I
beacon
don't want any
active.
part of that, honestly. Like I just like it would be neat to be able to control my
Enemy
dreams.
tac deploy
I
beacon
don't
destroyed.
think I can handle like a sleep paralysis. Like I just don't think I can mentally handle it.
Oh,
Like,
it'd be fully fucking
yeah, I think it'd
frightening.
fully just fuck me up. Like I think it would, and I
Yeah.
just don't want to even put myself in this situation where it could like really dick me up.
Right. Dude, I'd be to the point where I'd be terrified to even think about sleeping. Like, just fucking terrified.
Right.
Enemy RCXD in your AO.
Fucking RCXD came right to me.
I think I hear it.
That blew me up.
Oh,
There's another one. Awesome. Blew me up again.
Close, make it official.
you're like, this is excellent.
Ooh, yeah, this has to be my last match, though. My eyes closed for a second there, so that's not a good sign.
You're doing me. You're doing a Michael.
Yep, pulling a mic. Except instead of like trying to like force myself through 6 more rounds of this and like just being fully asleep.
Just
I'm just
accepting it.
wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm running around with just a pistol. I'm working pretty good for me.
Oh,
AO
dude.
pacified. Government forces take the win.
I climbed over the thing and shot the person in the head. That was fucking awesome. Like mid climb, you can just hold the gun button and it shoots. I was like, okay.
Dude, yeah, I like it that a lot of the actions that you can do, like you can hold the gun button and it'll just fire. It's not really accurate, but like it'll still like shoot off like a gun would.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Dude, you know what helps me sleep though? Even if I were to wake up with that, dogs. Having dogs in the room, because I can always feel them and they can know everything. Like I swear, that's another interest in me.
No,
Okay,
it's true.
that's one of those. It's weird, you know.
For me, like I really like having a dog around just for my own like bullshit paranoia stuff though. Like I think I heard a noise when I was like sneaking around outside.
Yeah,